Kundai, thanks so much again for taking the time, and great to see you again at the meetup. So I guess lots of people want to know other journeys, people that have come through Entr Tech. So remind me, I know your journey, but how did you get through, I guess, before you came through Entr Tech, what were you doing for work?
I was a business analyst working in financial services. So yeah, always been into tech, degree in tech, data science, and I just felt like I was more suited to kind of a sales role. I'm super keen on sales, had sales adjacent roles in the past as well. And yeah, just love the fact that sales is entrepreneurial in ways that other tech roles might not be.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. And how did you find the program, and how did you find Entr Tech, and what was your main, I guess, takeaways from the bootcamp?
I think it's a twofold experience. You've got the experience prior to kind of graduating. So that's kind of learning about the SDR world, the BDR world, that type of thing. But there's also then the value after you graduate. And that's kind of where you get to speak to people who are incumbent in the companies you're applying for.
Yeah.
People who've interviewed there as well. You kind of get tips on what worked, what didn't work. And it lets the iterative process of kind of interviewing be much more informed. It becomes less of a stab in the dark, and you actually have real inside information and a real network you can lean on for those kind of insights.
Amazing. And then I guess from my end, advice for candidates that are looking to break into tech sales, either with or without any experience, what advice would you give them, and how did you find it when you broke into the SDR role?
Wow. I think my favorite word when this comes to this type of thing is iteration. When you're interviewing, make sure that you're learning from the interview experience. Make sure that you're not just walking into the next interview as you walked into the last one. Make sure you're adding value to yourself, to your proposition, as you're kind of putting yourself in front of hiring managers, SDR managers, whoever it may be who's interviewing you, making sure that you're kind of building on those foundations and you're not just wasting the opportunity to get better by just kind of rolling out the same pitch for yourself. Because it wouldn't work in sales, it wouldn't work in tech sales, it wouldn't work if you're selling stuff, and it's not going to work when you're selling yourself to hiring managers. Another bit of advice I'll give people is, and this is kind of the theme in the room today in terms of some people who've had experiences where they've joined certain companies, be really particular about the company and the product itself, and make sure that it's actually really going to resonate with the market. I say that kind of a sales job is like opening up a franchise.
Yeah.
You're going to have to sell this stuff. You're going to have to move it. Your performance is going to be judged on how these meetings are being booked, how this product is moving. So make sure, do your due diligence, that the business you're joining, it has a product that really has value to its ICP and messaging that really resonates. Otherwise, you're going to have a tough time.
Yeah, so product market fit, I guess.
Yeah, that's the word. I learned that word from you.
PMF.
In a couple words, that's exactly it. Product market fit is hugely important.
Good stuff. And I guess when you're in the role, what are the main, I guess, bits of advice you'd give to someone if they're joining a new team, no experience, day one? You know, if you could look back, 6 months ago or whatever it was, what advice would you give?
Different companies have a different kind of sales tech stack. But one thing I will say is that it's a skill. And if you have the privilege of having your phone calls recorded, even if you sound rubbish right now, you don't sound as good as your colleagues. This really is a skill. Like, if you put hours in, you are just going to get better. It's not stagnant. You're not trapped at the current level you're at. You will get better with volume. I got better with volume. I booked meetings with accounts that previously were stagnant, were dead, belong to kind of top performers. And through trial and error, I got better. My messaging was rubbish to begin with. People were hanging up on me. I was fumbling my words, but it really is a skill. The more you put in, the more you get out, and you are not going to end up where you currently are. If you put the hours in, you will get better. It's just that.
Good stuff. No, I love it. And thanks for coming down today and being a valued member of the Entr Tech community. Absolutely. And is LinkedIn the best way for people to find you?
For the time being, LinkedIn is definitely the best way to find me. I'm actually going to hopefully try and make a bit more content. You were talking about documenting your stuff.
100%.
I hopefully will be doing the same.
Yeah.
And so look out for me in that space going forward, and I'll try to keep everybody updated on LinkedIn.
Great stuff. Thanks, Kundai. We'll tag you down below. And if anyone's watching this, key takeaway, document the journey. Yeah. Again, not your eggs on toast in the morning, but something valuable and people are going to follow and really buy into it. So,
absolutely.
Good man.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.